Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with allthingsbbq.com, and this is smoked cream cheese. Well, y'all may have noticed that this smoked cream cheese trend is really gaining popularity. And if you haven't heard about it yet, it's a pretty simple concept. You take a slab of cream cheese, season it up, throw it on the smoker until it's ooey, gooey, smoky, and delicious. It magically holds its form so that it's perfect for dipping chips or crackers or whatever you want into it. Well, after trying a handful of different flavor combinations to decide which ones I'd like to share with you guys, I've decided that I can't decide. So today we're doing smoked cream cheese 4 different ways. We're gonna have a barbecue flavor profile, an Italian one, Mexican, and everything bagel seasoning. But the first thing we gotta do is get that smoker fired up. But today we're cooking on the Yoder Smoker's loaded Wichita offset smoker. We've got a chimney full of lump charcoal loaded up. I'm just gonna hit the fire starter down here and let it get going. Now we're gonna season up our cream cheese, and like I said, it's as easy as it sounds. Pick your favorite seasoning, coat the outside of that block of cream cheese with it. So we're gonna start with the barbecue flavor profile. And the first rub I'm gonna add is the Meat Church Honey Bacon Barbecue. It's a great sweet base. And we're gonna follow it up with kind of a salty, a little bit more paprika, chili powder kind of topping with the Plowboy's Yardbird. Just layering those flavors. These are 2 of my favorite rubs right now. So kind of roll that around and soak everything up, and then you want to do just a little bit of a finishing touch on the top. We can do kind of a little crosshatch pattern here. It'll become a little bit more accentuated as it cooks. All right, round 1, let's do another. Next we're going Italian, starting with our white pizza mojo. This is a finer rub that's got Parmesan in it, salty, just a little bit of sweetness. You'd almost think it's got MSG in it because it's got so much flavor, but it doesn't. It's got a little yeast extract, which adds some funkiness to it. It's a really great, like, fine coating to go down with, and then we'll get a little bit chunkier coating on the outside with the Cattleman's Italiano. Some of the same great flavors with even more texture. You add in those chili flakes, and you can see the seeds on those. Fennel seeds, a lot going on in there. And once again, we'll just pretty it up on the surface with our little crosshatch pattern. Next, we're going with our Mexican, starting with Cattleman's Grill Mexicano. You guys know this is my favorite taco seasoning, largely because I got to help develop it. So great taco seasoning base there. And for the second layer, we're gonna do Carne Asada 8-second ride, which lacks the salt that the Mexicano has, but brings the heat with the chili flakes and the chili powder, which makes these 2 a great combination. We're not gonna go too heavy. It'll get too salty real quick. And the final one we're gonna do is the everything bagel. Got your garlic in there, poppy seed, sesame seed, onion's the #1 ingredient, dehydrated onion, salt, of course. You think about serving this one like with some smoked salmon and some pickled green onions. Green onions, pickled red onions, how about that? Gonna coat it just like we would on the outside of a tuna steak before we sear it. All right, let's take these over to the smoker. All right, charcoal is hot to the top. We're gonna dump that all the way in the back of our firebox. But I want to keep this coal bed all the way to the back half of the firebox here. Keep that fire small, keep it hot. So 1 split pecan wood in the back, 1 in the front to warm up. We're on a small hot fire at about 225 to 250. So we're gonna place these blocks of cream cheese right on the frog mat here. just a silicone coated thread mat the cream cheese won't stick to and won't fall through. And we're just gonna let it smoke away. It's gonna hold its shape, it's gonna start to take on some smoke, darken up a little bit. We'll check back on it in about an hour. Our cream cheese has been on for 2.5 hours now, smoking it away at about 225 degrees. It's looking really nice. We're ready to pull it off. So you can see how it's really kind of opened up over those last couple of hours. It's taken on that smoke flavor, that smoke color. And it's even formed a nice little bark on the outside. So these we're ready to take off. We're gonna plate them up and we'll have a taste. Now, while this smoked cream cheese would be good just by itself, right now, digging into it, I found that they're a lot better if you have something to put on top, just a little bit of something to complement. So we've got a little something special picked out for each and every one of our flavor profiles. We're gonna get to that now. We'll start with the barbecue block. We're gonna be putting Blues Hog raspberry chipotle sauce on top. And the reason for that is it's a sweet barbecue sauce that honestly reminds me a lot of jam, and that idea of like jam and cream cheese together is such a great little dip combination. So we're gonna be generous with the Blues Hog on top of the cream cheese. Next, we've got our everything bagel block. We're gonna do some sweet and spicy dill pickles on top of here. Again, think of this going with like a smoked salmon on a bagel or something like that. Up front, we've got our Italiano. I've got some homemade marinara sauce that I'll throw that recipe in the link in the video description. Or of course, you can use your favorite store-bought. And finally, the Mexicano. We're gonna do some salsa right on top of there. You can use your favorite salsa. This Marty's Roasted Green Chili by Holmes Made is one of my favorites. Well, I'm a fan of all of these flavor profiles. I've done some polling and I can tell you that the favorite really is the barbecue. So that's the one that I'll try for you guys today. A little bit right on top of the Ritz cracker there. Oh man, it just melts on there. It's amazing that it's held its form for this long and it's so gooey on the inside. Now the first two flavors that popped for me were that barbecue sauce and the smoke together. And then you get the saltiness of all of it. That's a sweet little dip. And I love that you can do it a lot of different ways. That means it's good for a lot of different occasions, or simply you can cover a lot of different palates just all at one time. Great for a party. Hope you'll share this one with your friends and family. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out allthingsbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to allthingsbbq.com/thesauce. All Things Barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.